Shalom. All praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone, and salutations to all you sincere Kiam. And this is your brother Abawan back again with another video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakwadash. All praises and glory is due, especially in the times that we're in, and we are in great times, all right. And today, and it's really it happened yesterday, but I was just noticing it today, as I was coming back from work. We closed late, so I could see it in full effect. But really what I'm going into is the super moon, right? that that basically was seen globally, the hunter's moon, I believe that's what it's called. And let me just quickly go to the Chrome just to confirm that, right? Super moon 2025. So let's get that. Yeah. Okay, harvest moon, Salakia. Harvest moon. Right, so this is it right here. October's full harvest moon. See breathtaking photos of first super moon of 2025. Right, this was a day ago, right, where you had a super moon basically, and it happened, and it was something that could be seen all over the world. And when I was coming back from work today, I actually did see this super moon, all right, and it was beautiful, man. The moon was massive in the sky. It was had this very very milkish color, right? Milkish, closer to gold and brown color. I know it was beautiful, man. And of course I have the image up already, but that was just an image I had to find on TikTok because I couldn't actually get a proper video of it from my end, from where I was seeing it from, because my camera is shit, right? But man, it was a very beautiful sight to see. And this is part of what the scriptures say when it says, the signs in the sun and the moon. Right, let's get that precept. So let me see, let's see. All right, let me go to the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter. All right, here it is. So this is the book of Luke 21, verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring, men's hearts failing them for fear, and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Right, and the signs that are being spoken of course, is the signs of the return of our Lord Yahushua, right, which is exactly what you see when you see these I want to say astrological or astronomical events, right? Your blood moons, your super moons, your lunar eclipses, your solar eclipses, your different other types of astronomical events, right? Your meteor showers, right? Your Halley's comets, right? And even the information they are seeing, Esau Edom recently pushing, talking about how you have these extraterrestrial bodies, right? And these different foreign objects in outer space that were detected that resemble spacecrafts, right? These are all part of the signs of the return of our Lord Yahushua. So this is the book of Luke 21, verse 28. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh, right? And when we look upon these things happening all over the earth, right, including the signs in the sun, the signs in the moon, and the distress of nations as well, because none of these things happen in a vacuum. None of these things happen solely by themselves or one by one. They are all happening concurrently at the same time. As Babylon the Great is being destroyed, right, the sky has never looked more beautiful, right? The moon has never looked more beautiful, the moon is glistening while Babylon the Great falls, right? The sun is doing solar flares while Babylon the Great falls. You are seeing great meteor showers, right? Comets and shooting stars whizzing by while Babylon the Great falls. That's basically the signs of the time. The signs of the time, man. When the moon will have, you have these super moons, these harvest moons, these blood moons, and also the distress and the collapse of America, Babylon the Great, and Esau's beast system, and it is beautiful to behold, right? The Most High Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is showing his works through these signs. Okay, now let me go to another precept because I'm not really going to be on here for long. I'm just going to make this one quick. It's going to be a quick hit because I was observing the beauty of the moon, right? And it reminded me of the fall of Esau Edom. It reminded, the moonlight just reminds you of how pathetic this kingdom truly is, and how swiftly we need to leave off from this kingdom, right? And maybe then a brother will be able to better admire the beauty of this super moon. So this is the book of Jeremiah 10 verse 2. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Right. That's the point I wanted to make right there, man. You see these heathen out here. Let me get this word in the bullet that is made. Let me get this word in the bullet that is made and see what it means. Right. But basically what I wanted to say is that these heathen, they do not understand these signs that they are seeing, happening in the sun, the moon, the stars, so on and so forth, right? Even the distress of the nations, because that is also a part of the signs of heaven, right? The chariots appearing is also a part of the signs of heaven, and the heathen that are around about us, including Esau, Edom, the devil, the so-called white man, they do not understand these signs and they are dismayed by them. That's why Esau is calling them UFOs. Esau is calling them extraterrestrials, right? And when you hear and see Esau use words like that, and basically say things like this, man, you already know that this devil is obviously plotting some kind of psyop, right? Some kind of false flag event involving these aliens. Basically maybe a project blue beam situation where you have a fake alien invasion, and let me not go too far sharp. So right, dismayed, and the word here for dismayed is hatat. All right, hatat. Let's get that. Hold on. Hatat, or rather khatat. Khatat. To be shattered, be dismayed, be broken, be abolished, be afraid. Be shattered, be broken, be dismayed. To dismay, to terrify, to shatter. Right. So when Esau, Edom, and the rest of the nations are seeing the signs that are coming upon the earth, basically they are terrified by it, right? They are looking onto it, in fear, right? But we do not fear right, or rather I should say we have no fear of these signs, right? We have no fear of the coming collapse or the coming destruction of America, Babylon the Great. We are waiting patiently for that destruction to be fulfilled. All right. And these like I said, astrological events, right? These signs in the sun and in the moon, right? These geopolitical events, they are all marks, right? They are all signs that this kingdom truly is coming to an end. Every time something comes up, every time Esau pushes closer and closer, right, to his NWO, his New World Order, the C-HIP, the RFID, the implantable microchip, of course, and any other agenda that these devils are plotting towards, that is one step closer to the fall, to the destruction of this kingdom, man. So with that, I'll end the video right there. Once again, all praises, honor, and glory unto the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Raka, Kodash, Wa, Abad, Babal, and through the Spirit of Yakan, and you are caused by edified. Shalom.